there ain't no way in the world I hire my own boy over fucking Vrabel, Belichick, Carroll.
Obviously, Pete ain't going to Seattle. Obviously, he just left Seattle. I don't think they go with Bill. You go from Pete to Bill. That's kind of weird to me. Like, you might as well stay with Pete. So that leaves. You said Washington is open. I mean, I don't. Why does Pete or Bill go to Washington? And they're in rebuild mode. I feel like. So that's what I'm saying. I really don't know. I don't see Bill and Pete coaching this year unless one of the teams that were in the playoffs they start firing their coaches. But I mean,
if they don't coach this year, though,
it's a wrap.
When do they coach?
It's a wrap. That's what I'm saying because, I mean, McCarthy came back. So, all right, Dallas is set. Sirianni came back, who we thought maybe, so that's already set. We haven't now. I haven't heard anything about McDermott, so I would assume if he was getting fired, that would have already happened. So he's coming back. So it's just like I don't see, coach. The coach got a young coach, had a good year. The Texas got a young coach. Like I don't see no other teams really being open. That's like a Harbaugh with the Chargers. Like I don't see where these guys will go if they just want to coach just to coach because they love the game. I know you said they wouldn't do it, but they have to be maybe a coordinator somewhere at this point. Otherwise, sit out or go to college. Those are the options.
People say stop saying Vrabel. What has he done? What's his record? See, that's the non-coach. That's the guy that knows nothing. Like people in here saying JB said he's better than Canales. No, I didn't say that, but you don't know what it is. You have no clue what it is. You don't understand how many coaches are out there that people unlike us know that aren't coaching or that are being looked over for guys that are in the right situation at the right time. You don't know the business. You don't know the game. Everyone's like, let's give him a shot. You have no clue how many of those guys are out there that deserve a shot, that don't get a shot. And you just know and think that someone is good because they got the job.
All right.
You have no idea why they get the job. Like you have no fucking clue why they get the job in this business. But I can speak on it because I know how they get the jobs. You can't. You assume. And you are all ignorant. Listen, Smitty, people don't realize what Vrabel did with what that fucking roster was. What they had, getting rid of A.J. Brown, the fucking GM doing what he did and throw him under the bus. People don't understand how hard it is to take chicken shit and make chicken salad, but everybody here thinks they know. So... And there's a lot of coaches in the chat and ex-players that actually get what I'm saying. A lot of cats don't know what the fuck they're talking about that comes over from Twitter and Twitch and fucking who knows what. And that's just a crazy part of this business, but it is what it is. There are coordinators, Big Smitty, and there's head coaches. And a lot of cats should be coordinators. They should be coordinators. And then they get the head job because they were a coordinator, even though they didn't call one fucking play, because that's what the league is. They title guys to be coordinators. Head coaches move guys on. Now, and Raheem Morris we know he's a defensive coordinator. He calls the plays. He does all the shit. He builds the playbook. He installs the playbook. He does the scouting reports versus the offense. He does all those things. We know that. But then you have titled D coordinators who don't call shit, who don't install shit, but the head coach is trying to get him out of his program and be a head coach. So he titles him the D coordinator. That is what this business has been a long time. No offense, but Eric Bieniemy was the titled offensive coordinator in Kansas City for a long time. And that's why he got a job. That's why his name was up for jobs every single year.
Right.
But then the owners are like, EB's too wild. He'll choke a motherfucker. Players don't like him because he goes after blah, 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 blah. Which to me, I love it. He's just a coach. But it is what it is, right?
I don't know if that works at the NFL. That's the only problem. I think college that shit works. I just think NFL is tough.
They don't work in college either no more.
Yeah, I hear it. Oh, yeah, because they making that money. I think NFL is different because, like, as a player, like we both grown, like we both men now. I might be 30 years old vet. So you talking to me a certain way might just feel a little different, than it did when I was 18 and I was,
what's crazy? High school. We were watching the game the other day. To your point, we were watching this game the other day, and we were watching it, and we're sitting there watching cats like track the ball down on defense. And we were watching the game, and I'm like, and Weddle and I, and we were like, what the fuck? These cats are making as much money as you could imagine. And there was a ball that ran this way, Smitty, and the motherfucking D lineman literally was like
loafing.
And I'm like, damn, I couldn't fathom that. I couldn't coach that no more. I couldn't, you're making millions of dollars and that's your effort?